Full worm moon and total lunar eclipse on the 3rd of March, 2026. The March full moon, also called the full worm moon, occurs on Tuesday, March 3, 2026, 11:38 Universal Time Coordinated. This year's March full moon also coincides with a total lunar eclipse, blood moon, which is on March 2 to 3. It's called the worm moon because the ground begins to thaw and earthworms reappear and birds like robins return to feed on them, signaling that spring is near. Some sources also connect the name with worms found in thawing tree bark. Either way, it's a spring thaw full moon. In 2026, the worm moon coincides with a total lunar eclipse, a blood moon, so you may see the nickname bloodworm moon. A total lunar eclipse will take place across the world in March, during which a spectacular blood moon will glow in the skies. The eclipse is due to take place on Tuesday, March 3, and will be visible to billions within its path, but exactly what you'll see depends on where you are in the world. A total lunar eclipse happens when the Earth moves directly between the Sun and the Moon. This blocks the light from the Sun and casts a shadow onto the Moon. Unlike a solar eclipse, which blocks out the Sun, during a total lunar eclipse the Moon remains visible, and some sunlight still reaches it after passing through Earth's atmosphere, giving the Moon a deep, coppery red hue, which is why it's often referred to as a blood moon. The blood moon will be visible on Tuesday, March 3, and will be the first total lunar eclipse since September last year, and the last until December 31, 2028. The lunar eclipse will last more than 5 hours in total, but the best time to see it is during a 58-minute window from 11:04 to 12:03 GMT. The best time to watch the blood moon depends on what exactly you'd like to see. If you want to observe the intensely red moon at its most dramatic, watch anytime during totality, from 11:04 to 12:03 GMT, with the deepest color around the maximum at 11:33 Greenwich Mean Time. What are the key messages of the full blood moon on March 3, 2026? The lunar eclipse of March 3 in Virgo poses this question head-on. It marks the end of a cycle of mental tension and opens up a space where perfection ceases to be a protection. This eclipse brings this cycle to a close, spiritual call to let go of control. To accept that you don't understand everything. To trust in something greater than oneself. You may feel more permeable, more intuitive, more moved too. This is normal. This eclipse isn't trying to push us to act, but to get us to put down what's exhausting us mentally. The lunar eclipse falls in Virgo, the sign of precision and control, and brings with it a powerful invitation to let go. Over the past 18 months, many have been caught in patterns of overthinking, perfectionism, and the need to do everything right. This eclipse marks the end of that cycle. The eclipse will most affect Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius signs. It invites us to let go of our need to analyze, anticipate, and master everything. It's a deep karmic reset. We stop operating in survival mode. We understand that security doesn't come from perfection, but from surrender to a higher power. That service does not mean sacrifice. That faith cannot remain an abstract idea, but must become an experience. This is not an eclipse of chaos, but of purification. A key moment in the year when we free ourselves from control and open our hearts. We reconnect with our divine unity. Blood moon total lunar eclipse is a powerful lunar eclipse is expected to carry heightened astrological significance, particularly for 4 zodiac signs. Occurring in the sign of Virgo, the full blood moon will turn a deep reddish hue as the moon passes fully into Earth's shadow, a phenomenon that has long captured cultural and spiritual imagination across civilizations. What makes the March 3 eclipse unique? The March 3 event follows the February 17 solar eclipse and marks the culmination of an intense eclipse cycle. During a total lunar eclipse, Earth aligns directly between the Sun and the Moon, casting a shadow that gives the Moon its characteristic copper-red glow, hence the term blood moon. Astrologically, this total lunar eclipse blood moon unfolds in Virgo, a sign associated with precision, discipline, and analytical thinking. Astrologers suggest the alignment represents a symbolic shift, from control to release, from perfectionism to acceptance. The full blood moon is seen as closing a karmic cycle that has revolved around productivity, usefulness, and self-criticism over the past 18 months. Observers of planetary movements say the lunar eclipse brings to light patterns of overthinking, self-doubt, and the constant drive to do better. Virgo's influence may amplify internal narratives focused on improvement and obligation. However, the Piscean polarity encourages surrender, compassion, and faith in forces beyond rational comprehension. The climate around the eclipse is emotionally heightened and spiritually charged. Rather than provoking external action, the total lunar eclipse blood moon is believed to promote introspection and emotional cleansing. It is widely viewed not as a period of chaos, but of purification, a reset that allows individuals to move beyond survival mode and reconnect with a broader sense of purpose. While the eclipse energy may be felt universally, those that mark seasonal transitions will experience its effects most strongly. The worm moon plus lunar eclipse is considered a powerful emotional and karmic reset point in spiritual symbolism. This combination represents deep emotional detox, ending of old cycles, truth rising from suppression, breaking comfort zone patterns. It's the universe saying what you buried must now breathe. You may notice old memories resurfacing, sudden realizations. Closure with people or situations, emotional fatigue followed by clarity. This is not chaos. It is emotional composting, making space for new growth. Focus on closure, forgiveness, emotional honesty. Rest, because after this new beginnings won't be forced, they will be natural. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching this video. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.